Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about how to keep it simple in your sketchbook and some tips for a stress-free sketchbook practice. And one thing that I've noticed about my own sketching activities, but also from comments that your readers and viewers send in, is that whenever I make sketching too complicated, I'm less motivated to do it. And I think we are less likely to keep sketching or drawing or making art in any shape or form really when we start to see it as a kind of obligation or a duty, thinking we need to draw something every single day without fail and we're not doing it right. And I think that hustle culture has definitely changed our perception about this, and removing ourselves from its influence and from perfectionism can be so helpful. So acknowledging that not every page, not every artwork needs to be outstanding or free of mistakes. Especially in the sketchbook, I think this is important because, you draw in a book and you think every page has to mean something, but this isn't really the case. And I think it's pressure like this that will kill your creative flow and your growth as an artist. I don't know, what do you think? I've been trying to incorporate more explorations or so-called failed drawings into my sketchbook tours that I wasn't overall happy with, just to see how it feels. And it feels really weird. So I'd like you to invite to change this or just experiment and draw what comes your way or what holds your interest, or just sit there and do nothing sometimes. And it's your sketchbook. You decide what goes in. It can be what you want it to be. And this sounds so weird because it's so obvious, but I think for some of us it isn't. And if you make a mistake or create a sketch that you don't like, it's really not the end of the world. Make a mental note or maybe even a note next to the sketch and change your approach next time. And it's going to be fine. At the end of the day, it's only paper, as they say. And I'm imagining they are a bunch of highly knowledgeable but kind artist samurai, a group of wise doodlers with pencils as their swords. What I also would like to give you as a tip: don't overcomplicate your sketching routine. Don't overcomplicate your tools. You don't need fancy journals or new pens or a big paint box. If you like all of these things, I do too, and it's fine. It's great to have cool materials and try out stuff, but notice that these can also hold you back. So you've certainly heard of gear acquisition syndrome. This means collecting art supplies without doing anything with them. And I mean, it's a hobby in itself. That's okay. There's entire YouTube channels just about this. But I think if you want to make art or build a sketching habit or just create something, then it's not really helpful to just collect tools and think about how they're perfect and how you should create perfect artwork in them. So I think we need to get away from this notion of always having the best tools available, because most of the time what you have lying around or what you have with you is really great and will work really nicely for sketching. So all you really need is a pen or a pencil and a sketchbook if you want to keep things really easy. Something to draw in and something to draw with. And you can totally get away with that setup for a long time. You can always expand your tools later. Like with color. Color is nice. We all love color and adding color and paint to things. So I personally love watercolor. I find a simple and small set of watercolors is really enough for me. Colored pencils also are great and very portable. And I've been using the same small metal palette for years now. There are really simple, useful, ready-made sets out there that work great for sketching. As for brushes, I usually bring only 1 or 2 round brushes. I like synthetic brushes because I sort of tend to lose stuff from time to time out in the field. So I never bring too expensive materials. I don't want these things to hold me back from creating. And keeping materials on the light side also means that it's much easier to carry them wherever you go, much more likely that you actually use them. If you don't have to make a lot of decisions about which pen to start with, then you'll have more time for observing and for sketching. So don't overthink it. Nature journaling and field sketching and urban sketching are great because you have this immediate connection, this reaction to what is around you. And in the same way, you can keep a personal journal or go travel sketching. Just keep it simple. You don't have to have complex layouts if that's not something that comes natural to you. Try working fast with gestural sketches that don't take a lot of time, like 1 to 3 minutes, or try really loose watercolor sketches. I often just finish my drawing when I'm outside and then add color when I come back home. This also trains color memory, so this can be fun. And sometimes I really like to spend time on a subject like this hydrangea you're seeing me paint. This allows me to focus on one thing and kind of zone out while I'm sketching. Try out working small, especially for landscapes. I love small landscapes because I can do several of them and don't feel the pressure of finishing an entire page. Simplify what you see with these and don't focus too much on the details. This will get you results faster. And of course, when you've built journaling into an actual habit and are sketching regularly, you might want to change these rules. For example, I love drawing full-page landscapes these days, these huge things that take a while, and I love adding detail to them. But if I had started like this, I would have given up sketching long ago because one drawing would have taken up so much time and it would have been overwhelming to think about finishing it. So if you feel like this, then instead celebrate your small sketches and quick observations, the fleeting impressions that you can capture. Remember, it's your sketchbook. You make the decisions and the rules. You need to enjoy doing this and make it work for you. Sketching and journaling regularly can help us through stressful times, and observing nature will almost always be comforting or even entertaining, or at least distract us from our thoughts. If you've managed to do that with your sketching, then I would consider it a big success. So remember, keep it simple, don't overthink, and enjoy the process. I hope you've enjoyed this video and the thoughts presented in it. And if you want to see more videos like this, then look around on my channel or my blog. You can also support my work through a donation or by taking one of my courses, and it's your support that makes these videos possible. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!